Let's look at the tips for the exam preparation for grade 10, grade 11, as well as grade 12. These tips will help you not only for your May June examination, however, it will also be helpful for your exam in September as well as your November exam, which you'll be writing later on in the year. Let us look at those 10 tips and see what we have. The first one, have all your material ready before you begin studying. You should have pencil, pens, highlighters, paper, rulers, etc. next to you before you even begin with studying. Those are kind of material that most candidates need to start studying. Number 2, be positive. Make sure your brain holds onto the information you are learning by reminding yourself how important it is to remember the work and get the marks. Remember why you're studying. Remember what you want to be in the future. If you want to be a doctor, you want to be a CA, you want to be an engineer, you need to do well on the exam. Be positive will help you to give you energy and do well in those exams. Number 3, take a walk outside. A change of scenery will stimulate your learning. You'll be surprised at how much more you take in after being outside in the fresh air. Do not study for 8 hours straight. Take a break in between, go outside, have fresh air, get a coffee, get a water, freshen up your mind, then come back and study. You'll be surprised how much more you will learn after those breaks. Number 4, break up your learning section into manageable parts. Trying to learn too much at one time will only result in a tired, unfocused, and anxious brain. It is very important that you break your studies into parts. If you are doing, you are studying an essay, and in that essay, it's broken down into 4 components. Start studying the first 2 components. Take a break. In your break time, you'll be doing tea, going outside, looking at the mountains if you have mountain, or looking at the sea if there are seas next to you. If there aren't, look at whatever that will distress your mind and calm your brain. Then come back and continue with the other 2 section of your essay. Number 5, keep your study session short but effective and reward yourself with short, constructive breaks. You see, we keep on saying you need breaks because breaks are very important. You start it bit by bit. Don't try to take everything at once. That is why it is important that you start it throughout the year. You don't wait for the exams before you start to be serious. You need to be serious at the beginning of the year and throughout the year. So that helps you to be able to take breaks in between as you study because you will be less stressed compared to someone that will only study closer to the exams. Let us look at the last 5 and see what it has for us. Number 6, teach your concepts to anyone who will listen. It might feel strange at first, but it's worth reading your revision note aloud. So what you can do with a study buddy, you will keep on reading the concept to each other. It will be easy for you to remember the note that you read to your friend. Find a friend that you'll agree each and every section you interchange between the 2 of you to read for each other. In that way, you remember whatever that you'll be studying because you will be reading it loud. It is important that whatever you read, you do it and you read it loud. Then we look at number 7, your brain learns well with colors and pictures. Try to use them whenever you can. So it differs for everyone. What I like to do if I am studying, I will normally have my red pen as well as my blue pen. So my blue pen is mainly for me writing, and then the red pen is for marking. So if I have different colors in my page or in my study book, it makes my brain, it's refresh my brain because I see different colors as opposed to when I see only one color, which is blue, or one color, which is red or black. So seeing different colors in your study book boost and then it exercise your brain. Then let's look at number 8. You need to be confident with the learning areas you know well and focus your brain energy on these sections that you find more difficult to take in. So what you can do in the morning when your mind is still fresh, you rather start studying the sections that are difficult for you to understand or the subject that is difficult for you to understand. It could be maths, physical science, or biology. You know which subjects that you struggle with or which subjects you find them difficult. Start with them when your mind is still fresh. And then as the time goes during the day, you can move to the sections or rather the subjects that you understand better. Let's look at number 9. Repetition is the key to retaining information you have to learn. Keep going. Don't give up. It is very important that you revise your note. You should have note and revise those notes. The more you do revision, the more you understand the concepts better and the more you learn the concepts better. And the revising, it helps you in order to ensure that you retain everything you've learned in your mind. That is, you do not cram information, however, you keep it for the long run. That means even when you're older, you remember what you learned at school. It is very important that whatever you learn at school, you keep it for the long run, or it's the information that you will use when you get older. Let's look at number 10, which is our last tip. Sleeping at least 8 hours every night, eating properly, and drinking plenty of water are all important things you need to do for your brain. Studying for exam is like strenuous exercise. You must be physical prepared. So make sure that you sleep well throughout the year, not only during or close to the exams, but make sure that you sleep very well. This becomes even very important for exam to ensure that you sleep very well and you're well prepared for the exams ahead. Thank you so much for listening up until this far. Please follow me on TikTok and YouTube. My channel is Economics 199, and all the best again for your exam.